going into this fortnight's Gran Turismo Sport online time trials, I knew the second of the two was going to be pretty tough, as we had to pick of any road car we want, tuned to the max, so we're going to be dealing with a lot of power, but going through sports hard tyres, and on a city course, of course, one of the layouts of Tokyo Expressway. Yeah, apologies again about my voice, but that aside, I went out for my first lap after briefly looking at what cars people were using to achieve the best times, and then just went out in the GTR Nismo to try and get a feel for the circuit and the challenge that we're going to be facing, in this case dealing with almost 1,000 horsepower. But I do eventually, after a couple of laps, get in a lap that I'm fairly happy with. It was far from perfect and I hadn't even tuned the car at that point, but I thought after that, go back to the leaderboard and watch the replay of the best time, as I usually do, to try and get a feel for what they're doing and what their transmission tuning and the like is, so of course I can create my own setup as I normally do for these. But yeah, as I finished up my lap, I think it was around 1:23, and I couldn't help but think when I went past, I swear the best time was about a 1:10, and I was like, that can't be right. So, as I said, I went to the leaderboard, and the best time was actually gone down to a 1:06. So, I had to play that replay, and, well, this is how they got that time. Yep, you guessed it, didn't you? You can just wall ride basically the entire lap, despite apparently the barrier collision penalty of 1.5 seconds, usually, being applied. I thought that when I made a mistake during one of my runs, when I was trying to go around the track normally, but as it turns out, you can definitely exploit the weaknesses of the penalty system. Who would have thought? And yeah, it seems like people have found this exploit very quickly, as this was done less than 2 hours after the time trial first went live. No wonder the FIA and Gran Turismo may be parting ways. If you haven't seen that video I did yesterday, go check that one out, I'll leave a link. But yeah, with this going on, there's not really much point in creating a setup, but I did think I'd draw your attention to what's going on with this time trial, and we'll see if anything is done about it, as obviously it's not the most prestigious online event that's sanctioned anyway, but it'll be interesting to see if Polyphony do anything. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.